Good morning, everybody. That is the view from my hotel in Rio de Catorce. Stayed at this cool little place called Hotel Briso del Cielo. And it was really neat. Just a very rustic place. Only has 4 rooms. Each room is built out of brick and stone. Looked like it was, hand built on the side of this mountaintop. And it really is on the side, because going up to the room and down is a bunch of steps, and you're like winded when you get out there because it's 9,000 feet in elevation up here. It is Monday morning, and the struggle is real. It takes me an hour to pack all my crap up and get the bike loaded every day. No matter how many times I've done it, and no matter how many times I tell myself I'm going to become more efficient at it, it just takes me an hour. I don't understand it. I think it's all of the electronics. Here's the rooms. Pretty cool. Very nice, very modern on the inside. And then this is like the common area where the Wi-Fi is. So I'm downloading Jason's edit from the last video so I can check it out before I get on the road and get moving here. So that's the struggle of everyday living on the road. But look at the amazing, beautiful, cool places I've been able to see. This has been so cool. I'm just humbled and honored to have been able to enjoy this trip.
So new. Freedom! It's all for you. All for you. Freedom! Keep your ear to the ground.
Okay, bueno, gracias, amigo.
It's the best show in town. Best show in town. Freedom!
Well, we finally got out of there. Took me long enough. Must have rained last night. A little bit of slap on the road. Now you see why Google Maps sent me the other direction, tried to get me there a different way, but this little dirt road was the only way to get to that hotel. Pretty cool. Downtown city across the valley. It's only about a 5-minute walk. Little path down to the valley floor. We're gonna get up here and hopefully not have too long a wait to get through the tunnel. Gotta get a quick picture of Trinity. Por favor, ¿puedo tener una foto? Ok, bueno. 1, 2, 3. Ok, 1, 2, 3. Gracias, amigos. I remember these cobblestones from yesterday. Oh my gosh. In Africa, we call this a safari back massage. That's where I came from. Winding up through those hills, through that tunnel into that tiny little mountain town. That was a really neat little place. Probably about 40 degrees last night. Small space heater in the room and next to no weather sealing at all around the doors. Fortunately, they had a lot of blankets, so I curled up under all of them. And I did not want to get out of bed this morning. That little space heater didn't do squat. But it's off to Monterrey. Can't wait to see my buddies. Javier, Maricela, Jaime, all the other guys. Gonna have fun tonight, talk about the trip, go out for dinner. And then it's back to good old US of A tomorrow. Boy, that view behind me is incredible. Feel like all my teeth are coming out. Well, it may be chilly and this might be a boring highway, but it's still beautiful out. Cactus looking tree things. They're so cool. They look like a drawing out of a Dr. Seuss book. I talked to my buddy Gary this morning and he's been following me on my Garmin Explorer tracking device that Cammy's cousin gave me. And he said, dude, looks like you've been speeding at some pretty good speeds. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm going 80 miles an hour in a 50 mile an hour zone. This is supposed to be a 50 mile an hour highway. And that dude passed me like I was standing still. I'm barely keeping up with the guy in front of me. It's just a different world here. Everybody seems to do it in a responsible way. Everybody gets over on the right-hand side when they're not passing. You never have to worry about trying to pass somebody on the right, which is very dangerous. That's one of my pet peeves in the United States is people who ride in the fast lane at a less than fast pace. Left lane is for passing only. But everybody does that here. Everybody understands the importance of staying to the right-hand side so those who are going faster can pass on the left where they can see each other with the mirrors better. But I'm riding safe, stayed within control, and 80 miles an hour doesn't seem to be a problem for anybody, so that's what we're doing. Man, highway driving just really takes a lot out of me. I've been going for like 3 hours non-stop on this highway, but I'm at the intersection where I'm going to get to turn off and get on some twisty roads and go over the mountain. Normally I don't stop anywhere commercial or anywhere that's a chain or anything like that. I like to eat at the local places, but today I stopped at an OXXO. I needed gas and I was just exhausted. I didn't have time to really look for a good restaurant to eat at for lunch. And these Oxos, believe it or not, they have these little taqueria kind of things in there. This little place where you can get 3 tacos, 3 different kinds of tacos for 37 pesos. It's like $2. So, you know, I just needed something to eat. It's almost 1 o'clock or after 1 o'clock. I was exhausted, been on the road for the whole morning. And so that's what took care of lunch for me today. I think it's cheating. I really like to eat at local places and really get the flair and meet the people, but sometimes when you're on the roll, you just gotta stop where you can. So look at this. Surrounded. Elevation is increasing and we are heading directly into the Sierra Madre Oriental mountains. There's only 2 ways to get to Monterrey. You either go up and over them or you go around them. And personally, I would rather go up and over them because it means roads like this and epic sweeping views. All right, twisty roads coming up. Man, are you guys seeing this? It's like a little Switzerland or something. That's like the Matterhorn up there. Well, if you don't have to watch out for the policemen too much in Mexico, you definitely have to watch out for the speed bumps. They are called topes, and they are famous. I knew all about them before I got here, and I still got caught by a couple. Scary little things. They are massive, so think, you know, twice as high as a regular speed bump. And 90% of them aren't even marked. You know, no yellow coloring or anything. They just blend in with the road. Sometimes they'll have a sign, you know, 100 meters ahead is a speed bump. But well, check out that rock. But a lot of the times they don't, and especially when you're going through some small little town, you're not paying attention. You're just looking at the cool little cabins and admiring the beautiful little signs, and next thing you know, wham! Speed bump. Anyway, they're called topes, but some people say they're like sleeping policemen or lying policemen. So imagine a policeman just laying in the road, I guess, doing his job without actually having to be there. The topes are like policemen in that they're managing the speed of the motorists, even though they're not even there. It appears that we have come out on the other side of the mountains. Look at that. Remember how the other side was all barren and rock, and look at this side is green and lush. Wow. Once again, we are approaching golden hour, where photographers love to take pictures. Look at that beautiful light and that amazing mountain scenery. Man, I want to stop and shoot some pictures so bad. But the gang in Monterrey is waiting for me and I've already stopped too much. I told Gary this morning the biggest thing I would change if I had to do this trip again is I would stay longer in each location. That way I wouldn't be rushing back and forth to all the different cities, each stop so far away. I'd have more time to stop and take pictures. Kind of feeling sad. This is like the end of the Mexico loop. Tomorrow I head home to the US. My heart is full. It's been an amazing trip. I've met so many wonderful people. Nothing but good things to say about my trip to Mexico. It's been fantastic. Really enjoyed it. It's been a dream come true for a while, and I'm glad it happened. But now I'm turning my sights to heading home and seeing Cammie. I miss her, and look forward to being home with her soon. But tonight we're going to celebrate. Tomorrow begins the journey back to Charleston, South Carolina. This is Monterrey, a beautiful modern city. Look at the mountains in the distance there. In here? Oh, sí. Hola. Número uno, número dos. Oh my gosh, Javier, I look horrible.
You look horrible. and
Look who's here.
How
are you?
And you smell worse.
I smell worse. I've been on the road all day, and then we're gonna meet up for a party.
See,
Look,
we hope so. Or dinner or something.
Javier is standing next to Trinity.
Nice bike. A good girl. She has been a good girl.
She's a dirty girl. Very dirty. All right, back in Monterrey, it's a party. Everybody's here.
Welcome.
So we made it full circle all the way around the country, or at least part of it, and started in Monterrey. You guys are my welcoming party.
And your farewell party.
And now you're my farewell party. Yay!
Let's go, Mexico!
Cheers!
Viva México!
Cheers.
Júramelo.